John, a lot of my friends ask, all right, who's next on Inside Wisconsin? This time I got to say Brent Suter, and they're like, I friggin' love that guy. This is going to be great. Brent, thanks for being here. Inside Wisconsin.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, guys. Thanks.
Wow, that's a lot for your friends. Not only do we need you to get guys out, but we need you to deliver entertainment value. So hopefully you don't feel any pressure with that. So I always get to ask the first question, and this is Inside Wisconsin, and I am totally not going to go inside Wisconsin because I need to know how close we were to maybe not having baseball at least till like June, July, and everything else. You're the player rep. You're in there. I don't want I don't want to know how the sausage is made. I'm glad we have the CBA, but at any point where we kind of worried that holy crap, this is going to drag on and people are going to be angry.
Yeah, there were a lot of points where I was like, scratching my head after calls, going, we might not play till June, just how the talks were going. But fortunately, we were able to kind of get the ball rolling those last couple of weeks. Make a lot of both sides were able to kind of come together there. But there were that night before actually we got the deal done. It looked like it was getting close, and then an issue made it fall apart, and they canceled another week. And I was like, how is this going to end? I thought we were getting close, and now if we can't get past this hurdle, what's going to happen? So it was crazy, but glad we got through it. Glad we got the deal done, and baseball's back.
Yep, us too.
Are you pigeonholed because of the Harvard thing that you have to be the player rep? And we're just like, well, we can't send the Connors State Junior College guy or the Merrimack in town guy. It's either that we got to have a Harvard guy or a Vandy guy that goes in the room.
No, not at all. It was more the player rep before I got traded. I was the alternate when I came onto the team. Probably in 2017, I was asked to be one of the player rep alternates. And then our former rep, Chase Anderson, got traded. And it was basically between me and another guy, and he was just like, nope, you got it. I don't want to do it. So I did it, and I was like, oh, we got a couple years of the CBA. It'll be all right. And then 2 weeks later, COVID hit and canceled everything, and then it just got crazy from there. So the last 3 years of being a player rep have been very, very roller coastery, but we are in a better spot now. We're hopefully smooth sailing now, and can just enjoy these next 5 years of labor peace and growing the game as much as we can.
Next 5 years of labor peace. Thanks for your work on that. Good to see you guys back. I think we all say that. All right, so I'll take the first Wisconsin question then, since this is Inside Wisconsin. Brent, when I think of you as a Brewers pitcher, I can't help but immediately think of you as a Brewers super fan. You've been in the Brewers organization your entire career, man. What does that M&B mean to you?
Oh man, it means a lot. It's been my whole really professional life being a part of this organization. And I was a 31st round pick, senior sign. Just really could have been the low man on the totem pole the whole time and just kind of shoved aside. But they gave me a fair chance every step of the way. It was basically like, hey, we're going to move you up, like sink or swim, but we want to see you do well. Keep moving you up, keep moving you up, and got a fair shake every step of the way. And they've been nothing but great to my family, and just my whole when friends and family come in, they just treat them so well. Everybody, it's just a big Brewers family, and that starts with the top with Mark, our owner, Mark Attanasio, does a great job setting that family atmosphere, and then like David Stearns, Craig Counsell, have pretty much they've been in charge since I've been in the big leagues too. So it's been such a cool environment of stability and family atmosphere, connected with each other, connected to the organization. So the Brewers mean a lot, and the fans, can't forget the fans. They are the best in baseball that I've ever seen. They're incredibly loyal, supportive, and through thick or thin, they got our back, and it means everything. They're incredible.
You literally went throughout the entire farm system. So John actually grew up in Green Bay, and I live about 10 minutes away from Lambeau Field. Take us back to your time in Appleton, right, with the T-Rats. How was that?
Oh, man. Oh, it was incredible. I got actually promoted there in my first season in 2012. A couple months after I got drafted, I got moved up there in late August. Got hooked up with a great host family. The Twombly's, love them to death. They were so nice and welcoming, and was able to just kind of. I remember the first time I was going to a game in Helen, Montana. We had probably 500, maybe 1,000 fans on good nights, but I go to Wisconsin the first night, and it was like electric atmosphere. I felt like I was in the big leagues. I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Thousands of fans like just screaming, saying, "Hey, welcome, welcome." I was like, "Hey, thank you." Like, what? You know my name? Like, what? So that was incredible. And then we were able to win the championship that year. So really, a month later, I was helping the team win the championship. It was just an incredible ride. And then went back there the next April. Saw the colder side of things. We had, I think we were snowed out for a week there in April one time, but the fans were still coming out in droves. And then I got moved up like a month into that season. So I only spent about 2 months total in Appleton, but they were very meaningful, very special 2 months. And I'll never forget it. Still keep in touch with the Twombleys. Still love to see T-Rats gear at Brewers games and talk about them, but they're awesome.
You mentioned that you can just hear your appreciation for the Brewers and the organization and really your career here. But if you read enough about you, it doesn't seem that this is an appreciation because, hey, I'm a 31st round draft pick and maybe I was a long shot to make it. What is it about the game and this career that you enjoy that makes it that shows that it's this appreciation that sort of oozes out of you when you talk about baseball?
I think it's a couple things. I love the game, period. Like, I'm a big baseball fan. Baseball was at least tied for my favorite sport growing up. So I've always loved baseball big time. It also the ability or the gift of having teammates and really good ones here in college and in pro ball has been awesome. Getting friendships, making connections with friends and families that otherwise I might not have ever known. But being able to develop those relationships is extremely special, and something I don't take for granted at all. And then I got to mention the fans again. I've been blessed to play in front of great fans pretty much my whole career, including college. So it's been one of those things, like the people that you get to work with, coaches, office people, ownership throughout has been nothing but great to me and my family, and that's a big part of the appreciation. But the fans and the game for sure. It's a three-pronged thing there.
You talk about how the fans have always had your back. So that reminds me of Game 1 in 2020. I'm not trying to bring up a bad memory, but did the Brewers fans have your back, right? It didn't go the way you wanted, Brent, in that start, but Twitter just exploded with Brent Suter love.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I knew Brewer support was real. Like I felt that, but when that happened, I couldn't throw a strike. That first night I threw like 30-something pitches, 9 strikes, and I was just like, "What is going on?" And they came out in full support of me. I got like probably 2 or 3 hateful messages, like on the whole thing, and everything else was just like, "Hey, we got your back, we got this, like we got you," and all this stuff. And I was just like, I got super emotional that night. Really, the next morning, I just couldn't believe it. Didn't feel worthy of that kind of support after I gave them gave the team a support, start like that. But they did, and it meant the world to me. And that's when it was just like cemented, kind of on my soul of like these fans are like the best in baseball, the best in sports. You can't beat that. You see when things are going well and you're winning championships, like, everybody's coming out and you can say, the fans are great, but when things are going wrong and you really are struggling or have a really bad start in a big spot, that's when you really see what people are made of or what the fan base is made of. And they showed me everything I needed to see and more. Then it was incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's a Twitter positive experience. I'm going to write that down. I have never heard of that before. I was unaware that was a thing.
It happens.
That's fantastic. Hey, you guys have been in the playoffs 4 straight years, which has never happened. Let's talk about 2022. You guys going to be any good?
I believe so, for sure. We got a lot of core pieces coming back. We added McCutchen, added Hunter Renfroe, some big right-handed bats for us in the lineup. Keston here, Tyrone Taylor out here killing it out in spring. Our pitchers are looking good. Everyone's healthy, and our pitching staff was really great last year, especially our starters, and they're all healthy and ready to go. So I'm very confident that this year we'll have a good season. But that's why you got to play the game. You got to get the balls out there and see what happens. But definitely love our team, on and off the field this year for sure. Great group of guys.
hard not to get excited about that. I'm a big Brewers guy. John is too. Don't you shake your head. You're a big fan too. All right.
There are 162 games. That's all I'm saying. We've got a lot of time.
Yeah.
And listen, sometimes when you guys are out on the West Coast and it's late and it's the 12th inning and I want to get home, I'm just like, somebody score. I'll forgive you if it doesn't go your way. There's another game tomorrow. I'll be back on. So there are times I don't always root for that. I just root for a result. Somebody score. And then we'll worry about tomorrow. And that's usually around 3:18 in the morning.
Right.
But I finally get a little iffy.
Yeah, we maybe had to stay up late to watch it, but it definitely doesn't affect my work schedule like it does yours, John. Empathy around. All right, more with Brewers pitcher, and let's be honest, Brewers superfan Brent Suter in just a bit. We are Inside Wisconsin.
Inside Wisconsin is brought to you by Bay Care Clinic, Cobblestone Creek, University of Wisconsin-Platteville, Roll Tech, Festival Foods, Capital Credit Union, North Star Mohican Casino Resort, American Family Insurance, Miller Lite, and Aaron's Company.
Helpful critiques, ideas, great stories, people we should know, the great bar in your town, the fish fry you want to know, the fish boil, anything that you want to reach out to us with. We are happy. We are here. You can be the inputters. We're here to listen.
Rare are the ballparks, J.A., like AmFam Field, where you can carry in food still. We talk a lot about tailgating and festival foods and this, the smorgasbords and all that. Smorgasbords, you get it. Whatever. Leave me alone. You can carry food in to AmFam Field. That's rare. Am I wrong? Like, we stock up here at Festival Foods, and when we go to a Brewer game, we're carrying in peanuts. Sometimes there's a cold sandwich. Did you do that when you were going to Brewer games as a kid?
I did not. No, I was there waiting to make sure I got my hot dog and then dipped in stadium sauce.
Which you still have that same bottle in your pantry, yeah?
Right, but the difference is right now, like you squirt it on, and I think it's the same now. It used to be like, they had the sauce there being warmed, and they dunk it for you. They dunked it and then put it in the bun.
Jeez.
Boom, boom, yeah. So that was full on. So no, I have not been. I just want to know. So the nice thing is when you can carry in your, like, I don't know that you go with 2 grocery bags full paper and plastic from Festival Food. But it's not like it's like watching kids sneaking candy into the movie here, and it's like, like, sir, can we just look at your pockets? You seem to have, your keys seem to be really large. So at least you can walk in with, I don't know if you bring a cooler if there's some kind of thing, but at least you don't have to go like, gee, sir, you don't have any,
you don't have anything
by chance, 7 bratwursts, 4 beers, and a bag of industrial strength size of chips in there, do you? No, not at all. I've just I've got to get on the treadmill later. So that is unusual, but
we find value in that as a family of 4.
I keep mine to the parking lot, which is okay.
That's good. Tailgate it up. I mean, there's a lot of good options.
The place though, right, that you can go, and I don't know that Lambeau Field has this. That I distinctive is like County Stadium when I was a kid, and now like it smells like you can smell the place.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah, and I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know that if Lambeau, that I feel like it smells the same way. Like I just think that the Brewers stadiums always smell like tailgating, and I know it's happening with the Packers. I just don't know that I recognize it, or that could be a sensory thing, a childhood.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. You pull into AmFam Field, Miller Park, County Stadium. They all smell like a Brewers tailgate. I'm with you there. Yeah. Well, we carry in the peanuts too, so worth a shot. Go to Festival Foods if you got a large family. You're heading down to a Brewer game. Pick up the peanuts.
I gotta go. My son's calling. See you, everybody.
Okay. That's because Colin knows you stole his hat.
That's the boy right there. See you all. Bye.